All right. Hey there. How you doing? So I want to ask you this question. Do you ever feel like you just want to help people and you don't want to deal with their problems? Like you don't want to, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to laugh at that. Like you don't want to I don't want to hear about, how it's affecting you. I don't want to hear about what problems, other problems or pain issues are coming. I just want to help you fix it, right? Do you ever feel like that? You just want to help people fix the problem, just fix it, be done with it. I don't want to hear about how much it's bothering you and all those things. You ever feel like that? Like you ever, and then at the same time, do you ever feel like, why is it, right? Why is it when I offer solutions to people, they don't want to just do it, right? The whole, how many times have you said it? The whole, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. How many times have you said that? Right? How many times have you said, just some people just aren't my cup of tea, or I am just not all everybody's cup of tea, and yada, yada, yada. And what happens is we end up blowing off the one lesson that will actually help us to influence people more, to actually help other people solve their problems. You see, what happens is when we sit back and we say to ourselves, you're going to lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Or you say things like, well, I'm just not everybody's cup of tea. Then what that does is it disempowers you. It robs you of the opportunity to personally grow. It takes away your opportunity to improve your mindset and skill set. So what I want to do is share with you a really cool little tip that'll help you be more influential, help other people actually do the things that they tell you they want to do. Like when someone says, I want to lose weight, right? And you're like, well, I've got all your solutions. Like actually be able to give those solutions to those people, and those people actually do it, right? There are so many things that need to be done, but this one little tip will help you dramatically, all right? And so I want you to know how I learned this. I learned this the hard way, like anybody else. But thank goodness, the truth is that, like, for me, I am very curious. I'm a very curious person. I actually am curious about how people deal with problems. I'm curious about how people's problems affect them. When I wanted to learn about strengths, right, I wanted to learn about strength so badly because, see, the truth is that so many of us, you, me, the rest of the world, we are convinced that the only way to get something we don't have is to become something that we are not. Why? Why do we believe that? Because all the cool experts and gurus tell you that. Well, the work that it took you to get to where you are is not the work that's going to get you to the next level. Horse crap. Can you tell I'm a little fired up about this? I'm a little excited about this, but let me let me help you why, help you understand why. The truth is, my friends, is that if we can help other people, right, by actually paying attention to the problems, paying attention to how it makes them feel, actually ask them questions like, how does it feel? Ask questions about, like, how does it affect you in other ways in your life? What happens is we actually start to create urgency. And what's great about it is not us creating it, it's them. Right? It's them that's creating that urgency. You see, the truth is, in order to be of more influence to other people, it's not about holding people accountable and trying to shame them. Because let's be honest, it's not working for you, is it? To sit and beat yourself up for something you're not doing, it's not working for you, is it? So why would you think it would work for other people? The only reason why you would think that, just like the only reason I think that, is because I and you are convinced that who we are is not going to work. Right? So when I became massively obsessed over what the pain is like of not knowing who you are, then I became massively valuable. And that's the whole thing I want to help you understand when it comes to influencing other people. When you are obsessed with how people's problems are affecting them, then you give yourself an opportunity to connect and actually influence them and even create urgency. And I'll give you an example, and then I'll make you an offer, and I want to share with you a really cool video that'll help you understand strengths at an even better level, right? So I want you to think about this. Think about how many times you've done something right, right? When you think about all the success you have, I know it's hard to do. A lot of us suck at that. Think about the success, something successful you've done, something you've done well in the last couple of weeks. Now, if you can't think of something good you've done, then you already know the problem. That's a problem, right? Because it's awful to go through life only focusing on where you've struggled or where you have failed. Because whenever you go through life focusing on where you failed, anytime you get a challenge or an inspiration to do something outside of where you are, you're only going to find confirmation in your past of how you screwed up. And taking that energy into a new goal or a new passion or a new project is only going to lead you to say, nah, I guess I can't have that. I probably should keep my head out of the clouds, right? I know what it feels like. Now, I want you to even think of this. It gets even worse. Think about something good you've done in the last couple of weeks, and I want you to be able to tell me, how did just being who you are help you be successful? If you don't know the answer to that question, that's a painful issue, isn't it? Because if you don't know the answer to that question, then you don't know how to duplicate that success going forward. So if you don't know, if you can't think of a time you were successful in the last couple of weeks, there's an issue. If you can think of a time where you've been successful in the last couple of weeks, but you can't explain or articulate to even other people how being who you are caused that success, that's another issue, right? Because how are you going to ultimately go strategically and go do something else, right? When it's just constantly second guessing or just spitballing. That's the whole point. So if you can't think of anything successful you've done in the last couple of weeks, that's an issue. If you can think of something you've done in the last couple of weeks, but you can't articulate how just being you created that success, and then here's the even better, you can't figure out how to apply that same lesson to every other aspect of your life. So think about this. If you've been successful in, let's say, your health, right? You're really in shape and you're really working out and you're in tip-top shape, but you can't figure out how to take the success that you've had there into business, or you can't figure out how to take that success into relationships, maybe even marriages, right? Or you can't figure out how to take that success and grow it and put it into belief in you or your spirituality or a deeper connection with your Heavenly Father. If you can't figure that out, then that's a problem too, because ultimately it's like, well, I'm successful in this other thing. Why can't I be successful in everything else? And then you end up telling the story that maybe it's not for me. Maybe we can only be successful in one thing. Like those people out there who make lots of money, but ultimately are total douchebags. You don't want to hang out with them and they're on their 9th divorce, right? Or there's people, you know, who are super happy-go-lucky. They're fun to be around and they're wonderful, but their health is in serious jeopardy. And there's people out there that are super spiritual. They're very connected. They walk around in their bare feet and they ground, you know, everywhere they go, but they are dead broke. And ultimately you become those people. So there's 3 issues here. Not being able to see your successes, or seeing your successes and not knowing how being who you are contributed, or not knowing how to apply who you are, right, to the success of that one area to every other aspect of your life. These issues are what I learned how to solve because I've been there, done that. I'm writing a book on it. In fact, I wrote a book. It's an audio book. The book is called Unleash Your Strengths. The time is now. It's time to figure out who you actually are so you can start giving yourself credit, start actually understanding how being who you are contributed to the success of the things you can do. And then at the same time, apply that success to every other aspect of your life. Are you hungry for that? Do you understand that I've been there and I've freaking bled and I've cried tears for many years of my life, going through the last 3 years of my life from 2011 to 2015. Hating who I was. My friends, I've been there. And I'm telling you right now, I get it and I can help. My Unleash Your Strengths audiobook is available right now. It's only $15, right? And there, you'll find the link anywhere you can. If you want to go look for it and just type it in, unleashyourstrengths.net, or go to my website, eddiepvia.com. Go to eddiepvia.com to get my audiobook and all the other things I do with strengths, because ultimately what I do is help you understand how to be you, who you are, to help other people create urgency for themselves so they'll actually do what you're inspiring them to do, right? And it's going to be doing the things that I just did now, embracing pain, listening to other people talk about how things are hurting them, and then offering a solution. So if you feel compelled to go buy the audiobook, then my friends, you understand what it is I'm asking you to do. Let people know that you understand. Share that. Become obsessed with people's issues and how it's affecting them in every other aspect of their life. And you become massively valuable. You become massively valuable, so valuable that it's impossible to stop money from flowing into your bank account. It's impossible to stop creating amazing relationships, right? I mean, it's impossible to do these things. What I'm telling you is that this is a guarantee. If you focus on becoming obsessed with the pain of other people and how it's affecting them, you can't stop money from coming into your bank account. You can't stop relationships from growing powerfully. You can't stop your health from improving. And you also can't stop yourself from developing a deeper connection to who you are and your spirituality and your morality. The Unleash Your Strengths audiobook is $15. It's designed specifically to help the world love and embrace who they are, know how to apply it, and know how to move it through every other aspect of their life. Because who you are is infinitely unique and it works, but only 100% of the time. Okay, I hope you get it. And what I'm going to ask you to do now is to take the strengths assessment if you haven't already, get the audiobook, and watch a little video I'm going to show you where I break down another person's strengths report so you can see how awesome it is, but the things that I'm trying to teach. All right. So once you get through all those things, find out about my other trainings, find out about my programs, my community, my Unleash Your Strengths community, which is a lifetime community that you get a chance to join. But more on that another time. Enjoy the video. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. And it works. So here we go, my friends. Check this out. Number one is restorative. All right, so we're already looking at a ball of fun right here. Number two, discipline. This is the person, man, I need people like this in my life who are just there to make sure that things are being done the right way, right? Okay, look at this belief. And then they're also very stubborn about it. Okay, so here we are, man. These three combination right here is very intense. But it's not intense like loud or anything. No, it's very intense. Like there's an intense presence that this person would have. Okay, so let's move on. And they don't have command, which would make it even more intense. But then they threw in this like super awesome, like touchy-feely strength, which is empathy. Okay, and you kind of wonder, why would a person so intense have empathy as number 4? Well, let's talk about that. Number 5 is activator. Number 6 is consistency. Consistency. There we go. Number 7 is responsibility. I'm just laughing. This person is so stable. Responsibility. All right. This person is massively stable, focus, and dependable. And they don't get distracted. They really don't. They can get distracted when around the certain people. Individualization. Number 10, harmony. Wow. This person is fascinating. Okay, I don't see this very often. Okay, so futuristic. I think I'm going to learn something from this person's strength right now. Self-assurance. So this person doesn't get their morals from inside of themselves. They get their morals from something outside, possibly scriptures or something. This is just guessing. Oh, this person gave me all of their bottoms. Hold on one second. I knew it. I messed it up. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. So self-assurance. I'm going to do self-assure. Okay. Maximizer. Okay. Includer. Wow. This person's keeps a very small group. All right. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this one. Now, the things I'm going to say about this person are going to sound bad at first, but I want you to understand that I don't see any of these strengths as being bad. Like, for example, if I call a person stubborn, like this person definitely is, it's a good thing. I want you to think about this right now. Don't you, just like so many of us, need a little bit more stubborn people in our lives, but in alignment with our own personal values? Right? I mean, let's be honest about this. If this person wants to build a business, right? Let's just say, then this is the kind of person that's going to write the company mission statement. This is the person that's going to make sure that the company never strays from what their mission is. This is a person that's not going to give in to trends. This is a person that's not going to be swayed, right, by some, woo communicator strengths coach like me. This person is like very set in their ways. And whenever you have someone like that, they can be a powerful asset when their core beliefs line up with the company mission. A powerful asset. This person's a pain in the ass, but we need that. We need pain in the asses in our life. We really do. Or else we're going to just keep doing the things that we're doing that aren't working. You understand what I'm saying? I just need that. I want you all to understand that we need people like this person in our life. This is why I love strengths so much, because I don't see a bad person here. I see a pain in the ass that'll help me and help the world stay focused and stay on track with the right things, the morals, values, and so on, that we all need to hear. But if you keep looking at a person like this as being negative or too unbendable or too inflexible, then you're missing the value. You have to see the value of other people, or else you will not. And I repeat, let me do this again. I got to do this. You have to see the value in other people, my friends, or you will not. And I repeat this, you will not see the value in you. If you don't see the value in other people, you become ungrateful for their strengths and talents. And when you in that moment, you're ungrateful for the talents and strengths of another person. In that moment, you become inauthentic. My friends, how you apply your strengths, what true authenticity is loving who you are. All right, loving who you are for the value for you and the benefit of others. You can't do strengths just for you. You're doing it wrong. If you're doing your strengths just for others and not for you, you're doing it wrong. Stop. Be who you are for other people. Stop changing who you are for others. It's not helping. All right. This person right here, I know, is constantly worried that who they are is going to be too much. Maybe not constantly, but occasionally. No, I don't think they're worried about it. Now that I think about it, I think this person's okay with that. Here's why. So I got to talk about that. This is funny. Oh my gosh, I wish I could see this person's entire strengths report. But my guess is they probably have relator as number 11 or number 12 or number 13. I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing that. Here's why. They've got includer down here at the bottom. And so this is a person who doesn't need a lot of people around them. And so when we're talking about connecting these two here, it makes sense, right? This is a person who doesn't need a lot of people around them. They prefer to keep it close, keep it small, keep it tight, keep it, like this person would rather just hang around people who share their core values, and that's good enough. You know what I mean? What a powerful, yeah. So anyway, this is a person who likes to keep it Also, they like to keep it structured, routine, right? This person loves to, oh, wow, look at this. Okay, all right. I'm going to just wrap this one up on this one. Okay. So I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read this person's strength statement and strength story. I got to do this. All right. So here's what the strength statement is and the strength story. Okay, my friends, what I would teach this person how to do is love who they are and seeing how it works for other people every single time they do it. And if they don't love it, it's going to push the right people away, the ones that they really want to. Oh my gosh, consistency. Look at this. I forgot consistency isn't executing. Look at all these executing strengths. Boy, this person's really not liking head work. This person doesn't like to be in their head at all. Relationship. Oh, what am I doing? This isn't on an E, this is an R. All right, so this is an R. I just got used to writing E's apparently. Okay, here we go. So this person's intense, man. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 executing strengths and 3 relationship building strengths. So this person cares all about making sure things are being done the right way and connecting with the right people. Now, because when you have dominant executing and you want to keep people around you, your executing has a lot to do with people. It has a lot to do with how people should or shouldn't do things to help people, to make a difference for people. This person would surround themselves with the right people and then constantly try to teach these people how to do things. So let's talk about this person's strength statement and strength story, and then we'll wrap up on this, okay? This is what I would have this person do every single morning to own who they are and let go of the fact that they're not quote unquote contagiously enthusiastic, right? This is where they go when they doubt themselves. They think they need to be fluff and positivity. They don't. This is how they're positive. So what I would say to this person's strength report would be like if this was my strength report, this would be my strength statement and strength story. I love to do everything in a way that honors my desire to make sure things are done the right way, because that means everything to me, and connect with the right people, the ones that I can be of most impact to. How I do that is I focus on what's, let me remind. How I do that is I'll just do it this way. How I do that is I focus on what's broken with the desire to bring it back to whole. I put the structure in place to make sure that I am also creating emotional balance through my structure. And I stick to all of this through an adherence to core values that help me stay on track with what is eternally, right, in alignment. Because this person has got some super religious, I wouldn't say super religious. I would say definitely religion and spirituality comes into play when it comes to ethics. Okay, it's just a guess, but I'm feeling that big time. And the reason why is because of this next strength. And so what I do is I focus on the feelings of others to help me feel where they are and how I could be of more value to get things done to help them too. I get ideas to move other people forward while making sure everybody is treated the same and has the same opportunities. And I always do what I say I'm going to do with integrity. I can put my head down to get things done while focusing also on the individual needs of others afterwards and making sure that I am going with the way things should flow. I can tell you right now, if that person was listening to this, that's going to feel really good for them. For you all, it's not going to mean anything. That's just who this person is. This person is different than anybody else that's ever lived on this planet. And so what they're learning is, well, hopefully they're watching this and they're learning that that's a good thing. That's when this person is living in these strengths, they become enthusiastic. They become confident and certain in their own lives. They take people from where they are to another level. You know what I mean? And in a way that is unique to who they are inside. So powerful stuff. This person's awesome. I would love to meet this person one day. I'm going to bet they're not the most flashy person on the planet. Probably the kind of person that would blend in and you would never see them. but they've got so much massive value to help the world. And I'm going to encourage that person to step out and look for ways that they can be of help to other people or even to some sort of mission. That's definitely what this person would love to be on, a mission. All right, that's it, my friends. I hope you all got a lot of value from that. Share in the comments below. Let me know if you got a lot, if you enjoyed that.